It's been a while since I've done a video. As I was sewing up this dress that I'm making for myself, I realized I have not explained for a while how we hold our material when doing production line. So this is, when you're working in factories, you can't pin everything, you just do pinch and sew. Now, I am working a little bit slower because I'm working on a treadle, but you notice I do not even attempt to do any feeding or pulling. All I'm doing is guiding the material. Now this is going to be a French seam, which is why I'm sewing it apparently inside out, because of course you do one run. Now, when I was working in factories, I wouldn't spend this much time readjusting. Just go like the blazers, boom, boom, boom. You know, 20 or 100 of these in a bundle. So there's no time for anything like pinning. Hopefully there's enough light out here. Only got my overhead lights, not my studio lights. But this is when you've done the first run of stitching on a French seam. You'll probably have to do a little bit of trimming, no matter how close to the edge you get it. You've got to be very careful when doing this process that you don't go too close to your stitching. You want it so double check that I haven't gone too far. And trim down the other side. And by the way, see these scissors? I import these from Taiwan and I sell them retail here in my shop and Bonnie's Locker. They're really beautiful 10-inch long stainless steel tailor's scissors. The finish on the handle is really lovely. It's some kind of silicone paint, so it's very comfortable in the hand. And they're just the right size. And the other thing you might have noticed is I don't typically lift the material at all up, and definitely not when I'm doing the original cutting out. But tailor's scissors or shears are designed to be used with the bottom blade resting your cutting surface, and a good pair of scissors that, if they're proper sharp, they should see how this it actually almost cuts through like butter. That's the way a good pair of scissors should work. If it's pushing the material away from the center of the thing, they're really bad. They're either blunt or sharpened the wrong way. But I'm really pleased about how these scissors work. They're really good for the price. And these ones I've been using for, I think, a decade. I haven't babied them, but I haven't needed to sharpen them. They're probably just starting to get to the stage where, oh yeah, they could do with a little bit of a sharpen, but they're still perfectly good. Anyway, that is stage 2 of a French seam. I invested in this Ushy steam iron about 30 years ago, and I have loved it. Made by an Italian company called Domina. Simons & Co. in Australia are agents for it, and they still sell the exact same model. Just really beautiful. Can be, if anything breaks down in it, it can be fixed. It is a huge investment, but very much worth it. You won't need another iron for the rest of your life, even if you're a professional seamstress or seamster. So, because I don't want to have any overlocking on this frock, I want to do it all on straight stitch machines, I'm binding the edges that are going to be open seams with a very fine rayon lining fabric, which is very, very, very soft. I make my own binding and press it prior to applying it. If I press it just right, I can get both sides without having to do an extra row of stitching to fix it in place. It's generally fairly easy to do. If I seem to be doing this quite slow, it's because I'm concentrating on you. If I wasn't concentrating on you and trying to speak as I'm explaining what I'm doing, then I would be doing this a lot quicker, but